So today, we're going to be playing 10 matches in the ladder once again in my main account, see how many wins we can get and how many trophies are we going to get. My name is Mike, and I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Okay guys, 10 matches, let's see how well we do here. I think the last time I did this I got 7 wins and 3 losses. Let's see if we can do better, and let's see how many trophies we can get and whatnot. Let's nerf the cultists and maybe the enchanters, potentially buff up the Naga as well with the defensive buff. No, we don't, but we did nerf the cultists and the enchanters, which is pretty good. Drakeling goes next. He is going to buff up the assassin. I really hope the assassin doesn't... It's the shaman. The shaman just died. Well then, I'm not able to enchant the rest of his heroes, but we can still, use the Nagas and the Frostfox's ability if he gives the, the Drakeling a attack buff. But then again, I don't want any hero to get the attack buff, Assassin does lots of damage to the Frostfox, but we're actually still fine. We can actually heal up the Frostfox here for a good amount, potentially even take out his enchanters right here. Let's do that. Oh my goodness gracious, what a play. Took out the enchanters before he actually was able to buff up the Drakeling, which I think it is a good thing. I don't want the Drakeling to have the attack buff. Decent damage right there, and the fireball misses the Naga, thankfully. Hit the cultist right here, and then this should hit the assassin. There you go. We actually took out the assassin, so only the Drakeling is left alive. Let's freaking go, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, he can still win. You never know, but we're pretty healthy, so it's going to be a bit difficult for him to win. And fireballs, well played, but we're still fine. Not much I can do here. I mean, hit the corner like this, and we'll hit the Drakeling hopefully towards the Frostfox. There you go. Also double hitting it with the blacksmith. So that was about, 1700 damage. He decides to surrender right there, ladies and gentlemen. So let's go. And this person had 200 trophies more than I did, so it's going to be plus 45. Let's freaking go, ladies and gentlemen. What an amazing start. Let's continue on. Alright, guys. Second match here. We had a pretty strong first one right there. Enchantress Satyr combo. And he is going to buff up the Satyr here. Even though the Satyr and the Enchantress are level 23. 900 damage, and that is with a 30% damage reduction. That is how ridiculously strong the Satyr is, even with the with the attack buff at level 23. Let's nerf that Satyr because I don't want the Satyr doing that much damage. We also buffed up the Naga, which is pretty good. Now the Satyr is doing 700 damage, thankfully, instead of 1200, which is good. Good for me. We're taking quite a beating though, sadly. We might be able to heal up the Frostfox a little bit here, push it towards a Satyr. Dealing damage to the Jaguar right there was pretty good. I just realized that, his heroes are level 23 and 24. The only one that's maxed out was a pirate. Misses taking out the Frostfox. I got pretty lucky with that, not gonna lie. Can we push the Jaguar towards the Naga, please? Yes, we do. So we just took out his Jaguar. Pretty good. He might actually take out my Satyr right now. We have 759, 748. He actually needs 2 hits to take out the Frostfox. He might be able to get it, though. He missed the double hit. What? No way, dude. No way. Hit it like this. Push it towards the blacksmith. We just took out the enchanters before he was able to buff up the pirate, which is pretty good. We just gotta nerf the pirate, and we should be able to win here. I wouldn't say with ease, but we should be able to still win regardless. Alright, so he does that. Pretty good, but I'm not gonna be able to do too much right here. Sadly. I would like to nerf the pirate, but I don't think we have an angle here. So let's just hit the, hit the Satyr right there. We just took out the Satyr, so we just gotta try to enchant the pirate as quick as possible. The pirate's doing 786 damage, and he can heal up per turn. Alright, so we just gotta nerf him, and we'll be fine. That's all we gotta do. Nice, so 1214 damage. This should push the pirate towards the shaman here. There you go, we nerfed him, so now the Naga can deal excessive damage, and we can tank even more damage. So let's go. He is focusing on the Naga, it makes sense, but he's now doing 342 damage per hit, and with the Naga, we're basically doing... That was a double hit too. I got lucky with the double hit right there. It is going to be very difficult for him to win right now, so let's see how well he does here. Double hit. Again, not enough for the win. We can get a double hit right here with the blacksmith. Even though it is not much, it is still almost 1,000 damage right there. And like I said, he is only healing up for 654 health. So in total, I did about 300 damage to him. But with the Naga going next now, this should be one shot to death. There it is. One shot to take him out. And we actually got a double hit right there just for an excessive kill. Excessive. I cannot say that word. But let's go, ladies and gentlemen. That is going to be our second win right there. 18 trophies. We're at 3,500 trophies. 3,500 trophy range. 2 wins in a row. Pretty good. Let's continue one. All right, third match here. So far, so good. Facing the same deck. All right, let's see who gets the better start. He starts off with the Frostfox, but he's going to use it to nerf the Shaman and the Blacksmith. Very good start. We're going to nerf his Shaman, I guess. Buff up my Shaman. Hitting the Blacksmith. He might actually take out my Blacksmith before I'm able to buff up my heroes, and that is going to be a huge disadvantage for me. Because, of course, we're facing the same deck, so... Thankfully, he does not take out the Blacksmith just yet. Sorry. We'll buff up the our Frostfox here, hit his Blacksmith towards the Naga, heal up my Frostfox a little bit, actually quite a bit. There you go. And decent damage to the Frostfox and the Blacksmith. He is going to nerf the Naga. Okay, I mean, that's... Okay, no, he is going to do that and buff up the Shaman. Okay, that's fine, I guess. Let's do... We could just heal up the Frostfox a little bit. Hit his Frostfox. There we go. Cannonball hits both the Naga and the Blacksmith. I got kind of lucky right there. Pretty happy about that. His Blacksmith goes next. He's probably just going to buff up the Frostfox right now. Potentially push the Frostfox towards my Naga. Well, he's going to use the Frostfox for damage right there. Yoki doke. Yeah, I mean, just go after the Shaman right here. We might be able to hit his Frostfox, hopefully. Let's do that. Yes, we did. So we hit his Frostfox right there. We have a huge advantage right now, but, anything can still happen if he places correctly. He is going after the Naga just to get, some heals. And the Frostfox, oh my goodness gracious, lots of damage, lots of damage. Hit the Frostfox, push it towards the Naga, get that damage off. His Naga goes next. He might take out my Blacksmith here. I don't want him to, but he might do it. Let's see. I mean, I just need to take out his Frostfox and I'll be fine. My Blacksmith dies, so I cannot let him enchant my heroes, but I might not be able to do that, I might not be able to stop him in time. Instead, let's go after the Naga here, or sorry, the Frostfox here, get a double hit, hopefully push the Fireball right there, misses all 3 of them up there. But we did take out his Frostfox, so I don't need to worry about him, healing up the Frostfox with every single hit. But he just got a lot of damage right there using his Naga right there, which is unfortunate. Just do that. Decent damage. Not too bad. Decent damage right there. He might actually take out my Naga right now because since my Naga does have the defensive buff, that actually gives the Naga a huge advantage when it comes to dealing damage. Nerf the Naga and the Shaman here. There we go. We nerfed both of them, so now the Shaman can... Oh, actually, he's going after the Shaman. Let's see. Hits my Frostfox to take him out. I almost bested him, dude. Unfortunately, he bested me. Get a double hit right there to take out the Shaman. Taking out the Blacksmith. How is he going to take out both heroes? Let's find out. He could easily by hitting the Naga on the left side. Oh no, never mind. He's just going to use a cannon. I didn't even think about using the cannon right there. Unfortunate loss. He bested me, and that's actually going to be a bad loss. We're going to lose like 37 trophies, 38 trophies, high 30s. 41, miscalculated right there. Unfortunate loss right there. Let's continue on. All right, guys, 2 wins, 1 loss here. Well, this will be an interesting deck to face, but let's see. Buff up the Frostfox here. Hit the Assassin to push him out of the way. I did not push him out of the way, so the Frostfox is probably toast, maybe even dead. Let's see. He is still alive, but at what cost, honestly? He's barely hanging on. I would like to enchant, but there's no point in my opinion. Double hit the warrior, then hit the assassin right there. Hit the jaguar. Ooh, 3 heroes got hit twice right there, and then the assassin got burnt. That was a very good play. That was that could be a game changer for me. I needed that damage to just make a comeback from here from almost losing the Frostfox. We just lost the Frostfox. Okay. I won't be able to heal up the Jaguar, sadly. I can't. I don't have the angle. Yeah, I don't. We can buff up the Shaman here, I guess. Oh, we did hit the Jaguar right there. And we also nerfed the Assassin right there. He might just hit the Shaman towards the Jaguar for that damage. Since the Jaguar can actually deal lots of damage right there, he missed hitting the Assassin. Or hit the Shaman towards the Jaguar. We shall take it, ladies and gentlemen. We shall take it. We'll take out the Jaguar so that way we don't need to worry about him using his ability on my Naga. Failed to enchant the Warrior, but was like in a very uncomfortable position. He might take out my Naga here. Which of course I don't want him to, but it could happen. He might actually happen. Yeah, I mean, I just got destroyed right there. Not much I could have done there. His Assassin goes next, which I'm not too worried about. He cannot use his ability. Hit the Warrior, hopefully towards the Shaman. There we go. We actually got it off. We actually took out his Assassin. Okay. Maybe I didn't want to do that because now he can just push the Warrior towards, or sorry, the Shaman towards the Blaze. The Blaze could hit the Blacksmith, and that's just going to get a lot of value for him. Thankfully, does not get a double hit. Thankfully. We have 2,500 health, so Warrior is still going to have trouble taking out the Shaman. So there you go. Just try to take out the Blaze first. Unless the Shaman gets very low health. Let's see. We're still kind of okay. We're gonna have to do this, right? Or should we... We'll just hit the Blaze. Ugh, okay, bad play. Alright, so at least the blacksmith is kind of tanking for the Shaman, but that was a bad play. I did not play that well. He is going to take out the Blacksmith, though. So the Blacksmith dies. And honestly, I'll take it, dude. I'll take it, because I don't want the, I don't want him winning just yet. Let's see if we can just hit the Warrior like this. There you go. We took out the Warrior. Only the Blaze is left alive. The Blaze is not doing enough damage to take me out. And we only need 3 hits. Pushing him towards the fire might take her out, sorry, but we'll see. He's gonna have to do a wall bounce. Will he get it off perfectly? Let's find out. Do a wall bounce, dude. Come on, go for it. Wall bounce. And he does get it off. Push it towards the fire and a double hit. What? Well played. Will the fire be enough to take out the Blaze, though? It was enough. All right. I knew a double hit was not going to be enough. Thankfully, the fire was indeed enough to take out the Blaze right there for the win. So that's going to be 3 wins and 1 loss. Doing, of course, pretty good so far in the the ladder run. Let's continue on. All right, guys. Another match right here. I do excuse the tail that's literally next to my face right there. Let's see how well we can do against this deck. We just buff up the Frostfox and the Shaman right there. Frostfox will hit the Paladin and the Shaman as well. Nerfing the Paladin right there. Pretty decent start. Paladin is going to just use the Archer for damage onto the Frostfox. That's actually going to be quite a bit of damage. Double hit, well played. Alright, okay. Nerf these 2. I'm not sure if we can push the Blacksmith towards the, towards somebody right there. But we nerf 2 heroes, which is fine. Archer does go next. He might go after my Naga. Yep, he's going after the Naga with a double hit, potentially buffing up the Archer as well. He does not buff up the Archer. Okay. Hit the Paladin right here. We want the, the Paladin to just not stay alive long enough so that way he doesn't heal. So there you go. We took out the Paladin so he cannot heal up anymore. Fantastic. His main damager is the Archer. Of course, he's going to use a zombie for poison. That will take out the Naga, actually. Naga is dead. Blacksmith barely survived. Holy. He barely survives this play. Okay. Not sure if we can double hit the zombie here. Can we? No, we triple hit the zombie. We got very lucky there, triple hitting the zombie. He is going to take out the Blacksmith and potentially poison the Frostfox. If he does that, I might not come back. He does not poison, thankfully. All right, he doesn't poison. We should be able to push the zombie towards the Frostfox here at this angle. There you go. We actually nerfed the Archer, which is huge. So now everyone's healed up, or sorry, enchanted, meaning that the Frostfox can heal up no matter who he hits. He's going to try to poison these Frostfox, which he actually gets it off. unfortunately. So the zombie did his job, honestly. Let's just hit the archer here. Hit the blacksmith. Doke. Yeah, I mean, the zombie did his job, so there's no point in taking out the zombie right now. Just focus on the other heroes. So he has to go after the zombie. It makes sense. Or sorry, the frost fox. I keep mixing up names. I don't think he has the angle to actually push the zombie towards the frost fox towards the fire. He is going to try though, and he does. Well played. He actually gets it off. Well played. Heal up the frost fox a bit, please. Blacksmith goes next. Hit the zombie like this. Hopefully we'll hit the frost fox as well. No, we don't. Not the play. But, the blacksmith, I guess, is in a very uncomfortable position to hit the frost fox. I mean, he is going to try to push him towards the fire, which I don't think he will. That's going to hit the shaman, but not the blacksmith, or sorry, the frost fox. Actually takes out my shaman before I enchanted the archer. This actually might be a loss now. I mean, going after the blacksmith is unnecessary at this point, but I need to so I can heal up the frost fox right there. We actually just took out the blacksmith right there. So hey, 1v1 here. We do heal up, but she does deal damage, and we're poisoned. So that's going to be a little bit of extra damage right there. Yeah, she just did about 1500 damage plus the poison damage for like 1800 damage. A double hit will put me back in the game here. We don't get a double hit, so she needs 2 hits to take me out, and the angle that she has, she can easily do so. So we just completely whiffed it, honestly. We whiffed it. He just needs a double hit, and yep, there it is. All right. Yeah, I mean, I was not able to enchant the archer before she took out my shaman, so unfortunate loss right there. If the archer was nerfed, I would have won. But what can you do, right? Let's continue on. All right, guys. I mean, as you see, like, we're just struggling here. We are just struggling. There really isn't much I can do here. We're facing an all combat deck, which is awesome. We have a little bit of an advantage here, but anything can still happen. He just buffed up the archer to deal that damage. Not bad. Naga goes next. Let's buff up the Naga. Hopefully the shaman as well, and nerf the archer. No, we missed the nerf. We missed the nerf. He's going to push the barbarian just to get that buff. And of course, he gets 2 hits right there. Not too bad. Just nerf the barbarian. There you go. Decent damage. More damage to the barbarian right there. We buffed up the frost fox, so let's go. Now we have everyone's buffed. And my archer just completely died. Great. My archer just completely died. I couldn't do anything. Great. Nerf that archer, please. We missed nerfing the pirate. That was so close. Barbarian's doing basically almost 900 damage in 1 hit right now, but she is going to get some buffs. Okay. Well, what am I supposed to do? I mean, the best thing I can do is just heal up the Frostfox, but that barbarian just made me lose. There's nothing I can do. I just lost. There's no coming back from that. It's not like we can heal up hitting the treant and the pirate. There's no way to win here. I'm just going to surrender. He just bested me. There was absolutely nothing I could have done there, man. That was just an unfortunate loss. There was nothing I could have done there, man. Let's continue on. All right. Even though we face an all-combat deck, he just completely destroyed me. So as you can see, anything can happen, man. Anything can happen. Werewolf goes first. We are facing an Enchantress, so if we can take out the Enchantress and then he fails to buff up the werewolf, which is pretty funny. Can we nerf the werewolf? Push it towards the Naga, maybe? Yeah, look at the damage that we just did. Hitting the Enchantress as well. Jaguar gets nerfed as well. The werewolf took like over 4,000 damage, which is awesome, man. Lots of damage to the Frostfox, unfortunately. But this should take out the werewolf right there. There you go. We just took out the werewolf, dealing some more damage to the Enchantress. Like I said, if we can take out the Enchantress before he can enchant the rest of his heroes, and then we nerf them with the Shaman, then we should be fine. Blacksmith. Oh, wow. We just almost lost right there, not gonna lie. Yeah, let's buff up the heroes before he just takes me out. Will we be able to nerf the Drakeling right there? Yes, we do. All 4 here, all of them got buffed. Even though, the Frost Fox is unnecessary at this point, but at least we can tank now. The Naga at least can tank. He is going to take out the Frost Fox and the Blacksmith. The Blacksmith already did his job, which is fine. Let's just now go after the Enchanters, I guess. Go for the double hit. There you go. Drakeling gets a hit right there. Sadly, we weren't able to do more damage than that, but it's okay. He's going to buff up the Jaguar and then hit the Naga. Double hits, dude? Are you kidding me? How are you getting these double hits so easily, man? That's so unfortunate. Do this, hit the Drakeling and the Jaguar right there. Sadly, not a double hit. Nerf the Jaguar. I got very lucky right there. He is going after the Shaman, though. He might actually take out the Naga as well. Yes. This is another loss, dude. There's no way to win. We're just losing. I have no idea what's happening, but we cannot catch a break. We cannot catch a break, ladies and gentlemen. We're just struggling here. I mean, what am I supposed to do? We're not catching a break at all. We keep losing. I think that's our 4th loss and 3 wins only. We're not doing great at all. All right, let's continue on. All right, I mean, I think we lost four in a row. We're not doing great at all, ladies and gentlemen. Nerf the Warrior right here. Let's see if we can nerf somebody else. The Ice Queen. Okay, so a decent start right there. Pirate goes next. It's not like he healed up, so pretty good for me. He is going for damage on the Blacksmith, Frostfox, and the Naga. It's not like we can go for damage here, right? We might be able to hit the Pirate here by doing it like this. There you go. Pushing it towards the Naga. Pretty good. That was like 1400 damage, which was pretty nice. Now, if we can nerf the rest of his heroes, the Drakeling and the Pirate, we might be able to win finally. But we'll see. Nice little double hit on the Frostfox down there. Of course, he does that. Nerf the Drakeling. This should hopefully hit the Pirate down there. There we go. How is a Pirate alive with 1 health? Are you kidding me, dude? With 1 health, he survives. Okay, well, unfortunately, he survives, but we should go. Just take out the Pirate. Take out the Pirate. Let's see if we can make the Blacksmith hit the Frostfox so that way the Frostfox can go to the right. And there you go. We did a little bit of damage to the Ice Queen. I was hoping to hit the Drakeling and the Warrior, but dealing damage to the Ice Queen is fine as well. All right, Drakeling goes next. Fireball hits the Frostfox twice. That's unfortunate. It actually takes out my Shaman, but the Shaman did his job, which is fine. Heal up the Frostfox, or else the Warrior is going to take him out right there. There you go. We healed up the Frostfox, so now the Frostfox can tank the Warrior's damage. Her ability, I should say. So very happy about that. He's going after the Naga. Naga actually takes quite a beating. That's unfortunate, I mean. Hit the the Ice Queen and the Warrior right there. Ice Queen almost dies. Will he focus on the Naga? I mean, going after the Blacksmith is unnecessary. Only 25 damage onto the Frostfox, which is pretty funny. Plus the ability. We shall do this. This should double hit the Warrior. Or push it towards the Naga at least. We just got a double kill. Let's go, guys. We just got an amazing double kill. Only the Ice Queen is left alive. Finally, after losing like 4 times in a row, we finally got our first win. It's only going to be like, 20 trophies. But we finally got a win. We finally got a win, ladies and gentlemen. Finally, ladies and gentlemen. So, 8 games. I think we got 4 wins and 4 losses. So we're basically 50-50 yet again. Unfortunate, dude. We're just going back and forth right here. But let's continue on. All right, we got 2 more games to go. Hopefully we can finish strong and just get 2 wins right here. We are facing an Enchantress Satyr combo. He is probably going to buff up the Satyr here. Or even just use the Goblin for damage by pushing it towards the wall, and then he'll get, some insane damage, even though it is a 30% damage reduction. It is going to be a lot of damage. Like a lot of damage. But let's see if he actually makes a play, because right now he's not making a play. He is going to buff up the Treant. Hits the Shaman and the Naga. Okay. I mean, buff up the Shaman and nerf the Goblin here. We nerfed the Satyr, which I did not want to do it because that actually buffs up his attack. So that's unfortunate. I did not mean to buff up his attack, but whatever, I guess. All right, so he might hit the enchanters to buff up the satyr here, and maybe hit the naga, and that is actually going to be a lot of damage. Nice, actually going after the shaman. Nice little double hit right there. I mean, should we just nerf the treant? I mean, I would like to take out the enchanters, but I think going for the heroes are enchanted is huge. That was actually huge because we just actually took out the treant, so we don't need to worry about him just buffing up his heroes just from touching it. The treant, I should say. So he is going to buff up the goblin here, and this blacksmith gets some damage, but nothing too crazy. We shall buff up the frostfox here, hit the satyr and the enchantress. Goblin gets some damage right there, not too bad. Alright, Goblin goes next. With an attack buff, it is pretty dangerous because he can just hit some walls and he can go crazy. But let's see what he's going to do. No, don't take out my shaman. No. Alright, so he just took out the shaman. I cannot enchant his heroes anymore. Meaning that we do need to take his heroes out as quick as possible, or we are going to be toast. As in, you know, we don't want the satyr getting buffed from the enchanters right there. And we also did damage to the satyr, which is pretty good. But he might buff up the satyr here. And if he does, then we're on a time crunch because he is going to destroy me if I don't take him out very quickly. He is going after the frostfox, which is fine. 1300 damage is still a lot of damage, but we're still fine. Just take out the goblin here, and we should be able to make a fireball hit the satyr here. There you go. So 600 damage to the satyr. Took out the goblin. Enchantress goes next. I just need to take out the satyr as quick as possible because now he's going to buff him up. This is like his last man stand, basically. Does that. Nice damage right there, but we should, yeah, we'll take him out right here pretty easily. So there you go. Only the enchantress is left alive with 960 health. We just need 2 hits with literally anyone. Literally anyone can take out the enchantress in 2 hits, so. Or even just pushing them toward pushing the enchanters towards someone, and we'll win. So, four losses, and this will be our 5th win. I mean, at least we have a good win rates, I guess. He actually did deal quite a bit of damage right there. Can we push the enchanters towards the frostfox just to guarantee the win? We missed. We missed taking out the enchanter, so he now has one more chance. He does need to deal like 4 hits on the Naga, which I don't expect him to do so. And he didn't even take out the Frostfox. So there you go, guys. Alright, so that is going to be our 5th win and 4 losses. I think that is the correct amount. 5 wins and 4 losses. We are not doing that great, but at least we got more wins than losses right now. And let's hop into the final battle. Alright, guys, this will be our last match. I really hope we ended on a positive note. Just get 6 wins and 4 losses here. Nerfing the Blaze. I was trying to nerf the Warrior as well. We missed, but it's fine, I guess. He is going after the Shaman. Shaman just almost dies. Okay. Nerf the Warrior and hopefully the Archer, so that way we can actually have a decent chance of winning here. We missed the Archer. Alright, so my Shaman is going to die, meaning that the Archer and the Werewolf are not going to get enchanted, meaning that we're going to struggle, basically. We are going to struggle. We just gotta try to buff up. Oh, Jesus. That's rough, dude. Alright, so we'll just buff up the Naga, and then we're just gonna have to try to deal insane damage to the heroes that are not enchanted. And of course, deal damage to the Werewolf, hopefully by pushing a hero towards the Werewolf, his heroes. And then hopefully just... wait a second. Blaze goes next. So that we can heal up. We cannot heal up the Frostfox, sadly. We just said both of these guys. There really isn't much I can do there. We actually did... Okay, we actually healed up the Frostfox a little bit. Plus, we did basically half of the Werewolf's max health damage. So that was really good. Okay, well... He just completely destroyed me right there. But if we can get a double hit right there and then hit the Blaze as well, that would be pretty sweet. There you go. Nice little triple hit. And we burned the Blaze right there. Okay. Okay, now we have a decent chance. We actually have a decent chance. He is going to use the Werewolf for damage onto the Frostfox. Francois is going to get by the archer. More hits. Okay. Well, not sure if we're going to win here anymore, ladies and gentlemen. It's not like we can heal up anymore. No way his archer survived. We're going to lose. We are going to lose, ladies and gentlemen. Unfortunate loss right there. I would need a miracle to win here. And it's, you know, the blacksmith is also one hit away from death, so from the warrior at least. Yeah, we're not winning here, ladies and gentlemen. We just got destroyed. Oh, look at that. We actually just took out the blaze, but I mean, all he has to do is just push the blacksmith towards the fire and he'll win, or even push the warrior towards the blacksmith and he'll win. Yeah. Well, that was definitely not a great one. We literally got 50-50. 5 wins and 5 losses. It was such a very, very tough run. I don't think we even went up in trophies. That was just an unfortunate loss, a fortunate run overall. Just a struggle bus, basically. But regardless, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. And if you did, please make sure to hit the like button down below and subscribe to the channel for more Smashing 4 videos. If you guys have any other recommendations that you want to see, just let me know down in the comments below. And that's what we do for you guys. Thank you so much for watching this video, and thanks again for the continued support. I will see you next one. Take care.